For polynomials in two variables, we need to extend our definition of degree to handle both variables. And all we need to do here is to indicate that the degree is going to be the sum of the powers on all variables. So for example, for the term a squared b, which is the first term in this polynomial, this has a coefficient of 1. And the degree we would get from adding the power from a to the power from b. So we would take the 2 from the a and the 1 from the b to get 2 plus 1. This is a degree 3 term. For the rest of the terms, that's negative 2a cubed, 5ab, and minus b to the 5th. We're going to do the same thing. The coefficient of negative 2a cubed is negative 2. There's only one variable here, so this is also a degree 3 term. For 5ab, that's a to the power 1 plus b also has a power 1, so I'm going to get a degree of 2 when I add those together, a coefficient of 5. And minus b to the 5th only has the b variable, so I'll just go ahead and take the power of 5 for the degree, and this has a coefficient of negative 1. Polynomials in more than one variable have different conventions for what order the terms should be written in. There's no one absolute rule that always applies. What we're asked to do here is to write this polynomial in ascending powers of a, which means increasing powers of a. We need to be a little bit careful here because often people notice 5ab as being the lowest power of a. But if we identify the exact power of a for each of these terms, we can see that this first term has a squared, so that would be a power of 2. The second term has a cubed, that would be a power of 3. The third term has a to the 1, so that would be a power 1. And the fourth term has no a in it at all, so that would be a to the power 0. It turns out that a to the power 0 is really the smallest power of a, and that's why this is the term that would come first. Minus b to the 5th. Then the degree 1, or the power 1 term would come next. So we get plus 5ab. Then the term with a to the power 2 would come next. That becomes plus a squared b. And finally, the term with a to the power 3 comes last, with a negative 2a to the power 3.